Hello there, I'm Richie and you're watching IG Critic. The advances of online multiplayers has resulted in a decrease in production for couch co-ops and split-screen titles. What? I hear you cry. Someone gaming with me in the same room at the same time? Yes, they do still exist, and rightly so. Games worth playing with friends, family, intelligent pets, and other physical bodies in the household. Here is IG Critic's list of top 10 couch co-op games for the PS4. Towering at number 10, from an iPhone tower defense game to a major third-person shooter, it turns out that PopCap Games' Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 is actually rather good. It's a load of enjoyable nonsense that can best be appreciated with a friend, usually so you can try to think of vegetable-based one-liners. That death was a little corny. I shot that artichoke right through the heart. I guess these guys have laid the seeds of conflict. No? Nothing. You can probably do better Veggie Punch yourself, and that's what the comments section is for. Seriously, go nuts. 9 and Nit-tastic, it's Little Big Planet 3. It's not a coincidence that a lot of games with local co-op lean towards the childish aesthetic. Kiddies need distractions to keep them from interacting with their parents during the weekends, and nothing catches the offspring's attention like dolls bumping against each other in colourful environments. However, Little Big Planet 3 manages to work on the level of adults, with a highly extensive level creator that enables a fair bit of content for people to enjoy after the main campaign, working together to enjoy a parade of absurd locations that look like Monty Python animations made in an arts and crafts shop. Jump around, swing on ropes, hit switches. It's 2D platforming at its simplest, but brought up to snuff with cute presentation, vast imagination, great flexibility, and the dulcet tones of Stephen Fry.
So join us, for you have always been and always will be most welcome in Little Big Planet.
Audible Honey. At number 8, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now this one does have a few issues, but when you can organically jetpack into the air, run along a wall, firing a machine gun one-handed, kick off into the sky, dropping grenades, and finally come down with a lethal shockwave! Any game with that kind of adrenaline rush is doing something very right. While the story is sci-fi to the extreme, Black Ops 3 allows you to pull the battery out of a robot's chest like the priest in the Temple of Doom. So all is forgiven. There's a floaty feeling of freedom to using jet boosters to bounce around shooting at things, and nothing tests a friendship like some couch co-op fun fighting zombies in Bugsy Malone costumes, guaranteeing you'll both come out of it as pals. Or eaten. Maybe both. You can't really go wrong with friends, split screen, and jetpacks. Our zany 7, Rocket League. If this title was a person, he would be likeable and on a permanent sugar rush. Rocket League is fast and loud with a dash of wacky, but in a very good way. It's simply football, or soccer, but instead of players, there are RC cars covered in jet boosters. That's a hell of an upgrade and makes for some shallow but ultimately fun gameplay that'll have most people whooping for more. Whooping. Invite some friends over, have some drinks ready to make you think a little less seriously about it all, and enjoy the massive explosions and fast-paced action that makes a Michael Bay movie look restrained and dignified. Number 6, the Lego franchise of games. It doesn't really matter which one. Jurassic Park, Batman, Marvel, The Hobbit, Lego Dimensions. It's all about building and breaking things. Get from one place to another, dismantle any jaundiced enemies who want to stop you getting there, and build whatever will help you along the way. What better way for buddies to relieve stress than consecutive senseless destruction? It seems lacking in depth, but the real heart and soul of any LEGO game lies in the inherent wit and charm they all possess. Fifth and Fallen, Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. This particular genre may not be for everyone, but done this well, it's at least worth mentioning. Invite your most devilish friends and neighbours over to roll around, hack at enemies and scoop loot from the bodies of everything you kill in one of the most addictive co-ops for the PS4. The classes you pick will certainly say something about your personality, leading to many interesting discussions. Maybe you chose the Demon Hunter because you idolise Van Helsing. Maybe your unwavering inner peace led you to choose the monk. Or maybe you want to be a barbarian because you have a brain like a chickpea and serious anger issues. Admit it, there's always one. Borderlands is the fast food of video games. It's not deep, it's not artful, but you know what? It's not trying to be. Shoot villains, snap their guns, and use them to shoot bigger villains. It's a circle of life thing for gamers. Borderlands isn't just providing co-op, it's actively encouraging it. More players means higher difficulty, but also higher loot quality. Don't fear, the fact that 4 players can leap in at once should ensure that the arguments over the really good weapons will be more heated than ever. You can even duel for them in-game if it really matters to you. Or you could just hit the person sitting next to you until they hand out the contents of their inventory. I lose more friends that way. Minecraft is a survival game set in a procedurally generated universe, filled with imaginative potential that'll ensure fun for dozens of hours. Everyone knows Minecraft. It's like the real world, only bigger. Low res, with considerably more exploding monsters. There's something great about the way the simplest of tasks can become the most important thing in the world, and you know what? It's twice as fun with a friend. Whether it's assembling a small house or busting through dimensions to fight dragons. You can even stab your friends to death, then make your escape on the back of a pig. One of the best couch co-op games for kids and adults alike. After years of Raving Rabbids games, nobody expected much from the Rayman series. Yet Rayman Origins suddenly made everyone sit up and take notice. It's quirky, fun, attractive to look at, challenging without being unfair, and ultimately very engaging. Sadly, Rayman Origins isn't available on PS4. Guess we'll have to do with Rayman Legends, which is even better! Yes! Score 1 for the little guy! Rayman Legends has everything the original had, plus more. All the charm, all the exuberant joy, and even a bunch of musical levels, all set to the rhythm of classic songs. Basically, Rayman Legends is amazing fun, and with 2 people, it's even better. So, this number 1 is a little less kiddie friendly. But The Binding of Isaac is one of the best couch co-op games as well as one of the best indie games out there. The Binding of Isaac is pretty simple to play, but has a lot going on in terms of subtext and deeper meaning. Considering you'll be playing it as a co-op game, you likely won't notice that much. Instead, you'll be bombing around a series of increasingly gruesome labyrinths, using every bodily fluid you have to hold back some very strange and scary monsters. The sheer amount of randomized content makes it a completely different experience every time, so no chance of easy anticipation here. It's revolting, weird, frustrating, and very ethically wrong. And somehow, strangely successful at cementing those strange and surreal bonds of brotherhood. Bring your best straitjacket and jar of mysterious fluid, because it only gets darker from here. As they say, trauma builds character. There you go, 10 titles for couch co-op games. 10! There are bound to be more, and most likely you know of some. What 2-player treasures enable you to fraternize with friends? What split-screen specials give your gang a scream? PS4, Xbox One, PC, Wii U, we love your comments, so share them in the section below. You can even check out some of our other videos right here. Remember to like and subscribe, and check out igcritic.com for games, couch co-op, and solo fun. Thanks for watching!